Hi, I'm Kyle T. Mosley of HBCU Legends on SI, as well as the Black Sports Insiders. I'm here with a legend of soccer. He spent over 16 seasons in the Premier Leagues. If you guys watch that, uh, those soccer guys in old English and all the European leagues, they got their own way of doing things, their own way of saying things. But he's trying to bring some of that great European knowledge of soccer here to America to be able to help reach and identify the next level of elite talent that is a part of the United States, and he's here in the Houston area. So it's none other than Mr. Earl Barrett. What's going on, Earl? How you feeling, sir?
I'm good, Kyle. How are you?
Good, good. Man, you are in Houston. We've got to be able to sit down and talk face to face.
Yeah, hopefully we'll do soon.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you've had a stellar career, and you had 16 seasons being a part of what Manchester City and other great. Is it Manchester City? I
Yeah,
want to get it
Manchester.
correct.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
other great legendary teams, soccer teams, and one thing that we Americans haven't been able to appreciate is uh, how you guys love the sport as passionately as you do over in Europe and really across the world. Soccer is more popular than American football.
absolutely.
Even though American football brings in more money, I don't know how that happens, but it is more popular. Pele, of course, when I was growing up, was my favorite soccer player,
Yeah,
and I used to try to style my player of soccer after him. Did pretty well when I was in junior high.
very
But
good.
yeah, man, I was pretty good. But I tell you one thing, we have to be able to get some of these young people, especially a part of the HBCU scene that I cover, more into soccer, especially our African American young men who kind of lean toward basketball, football, other and baseball, other than soccer. So, talk about your efforts in what you're doing currently to be able to help heighten the sense of what the sport is all about.
Yeah, well, obviously I've had 16 years in the UK as a professional soccer player, and great years of doing that, and then I finished playing the game, and then went into the coaching side of things. Went on to do my coaching qualification, so on and so forth. Went on to do a degree as well in sports science, and through all that journey, I kind of led my path towards being a coach, and in the UK, I was coaching for about 7 years, 7 8 years, and I thought, no, my talents lie possibly elsewhere because I wasn't really getting to where I wanted to get to in the UK. So I thought I'd come over here and try and teach Americans how to play the game. so, so, so yeah. So basically, I'm at a club called Rice Soccer Club in Houston. Um, it's a full service club, meaning we cater for recreational soccer as well as club soccer as well. And it's really, really it's trying to develop young talent into players that, yes, the best case scenario is that they become professional soccer players.
Right, right,
Okay, but you know we at least want to get them into college, university
right.
through the game. And so I think with some players, some young people, their their path into education is going to be through sport, not through education itself. And I think with me, I mean me as a young sports person, young person, my talents through going to school was through sport, not because I wanted to go to school per se. And so that gave me an energy, that gave me a motivation to go to school. And
Yes,
obviously that the education side wasn't the first on my list. It was sport. but because of that, I later came back to the education thing and went down that path. But if it wasn't for sport, I wouldn't be on the path anyway. And so I think it's important for young people to know that your sport is a great avenue to education or to something else. And we want to make sure that the young people of today that are at Rise Soccer Club and beyond know that and hopefully want to kind of nurture their talents into something else.
Well, great. I know the Rise program here in the Houston area is kind of up and rising type of program, but how are you guys getting the word out to the young talent or the young people out there? Are you focusing on elementary, junior high, high school, or all of the above to be able to get the word out?
It's all of the above, really. It's as I say, full service club, so we do from young ages, way up to college age. So, and obviously we're in a program called the ECNL program, which is the Elite Clubs National League, which is a great league, and it's a league that's really developed and progressed over a matter of years since 2009 when they were founded. And then they just did the girls then, but then 2017 they went into the boys. So it means that they can also house any type of club, boys and girls, and it makes the environment and the talents and what we want to do as soccer players. It just grows it, and so people understand what the ECNL is as a program, and because it's such a big program, people want to get into that ECNL program. Now, of course, not every player can get into that ECNL program because it's a top program, but within that there are different levels within the ECNL league as well. So it's certainly a carrot for players to come to our club because of the ECNL program. And of course, what we do as a club as well, the development kind of program we have as a club is also part of it.
Okay, so ECNL, what does the ECNL stand for?
Elite Clubs National League.
East Coast National League?
Elite Clubs.
Elite Coach National League. Okay.
Clubs National League, yeah.
So where could a young person, let's say in the city of Houston, find you guys?
Yeah, as regards Rise Soccer Club, you just go on the website, look at risesc.com and you'll find us. And within that, we'll I'll say there's different levels. So if you, for example, say you Cal, you're a young person wanting to get into the game of soccer. You get on the website and then you'll register with us as a get your name and details on the website. Then basically we'll get in for a trial, and we'll say, right, okay, Cal, where have you played? Get some background around you, what position do you play, so on and so forth. Then we'll get in either a training session or we'll have a tryout for you. We're actually doing tryouts, as we speak, but we'll get in a session and then we'll evaluate you, and through that evaluation we'll decide or see what level you'll be most comfortable at. Now, everybody wants to be Pele, as you mentioned before. Everybody wants to be Pele, but everybody can't, unfortunately. So within the club, because it is a full service club, we have 3 or 4, 5 different levels of the game that may suit your talents, and so we will make sure you get to the right level. But it is about development and progression. So we want to make sure you're in at a level that you can learn and progress, and it's not too easy for you, but also not too difficult for you. So it kind of turns you off the game.
Okay, so is this more of a league that's invited, or do the registrants have to be able to pay for this system as well?
Okay, you are invited in. You have to fit certain criteria before you can get in, and then upon that, you're invited into the ECNL. So it's a prestigious league.
Yeah,
it really is a prestigious league. And as you know, since 2009, it has grown, considerably, and so we're happy to be in amongst it and in it, and and also with the strides that we have done as a club at Rise, with we managed to get into with a few teams in playoffs, in the next month or so. So we've done incredibly well as a club as well. So it's a prestigious league, and it's where we want to be. So and then the kids are developing. Kids are going to college and universities. Some of the kids are getting looks at professional clubs. So
really?
Yeah, around, and I'm not saying that they're gonna go in it and be Pele's and all that, but they're getting looks, and that's what it's all about, because
Right.
we've got a program that we have at the club, which is a lot of time and effort's gone into our program and curriculum, and it's like a school basically. So we have certain things that we do during the weeks and the months to help develop the kids as well. So it all comes together to make sure the kids are getting the maximum out of where they are.
Okay, great. Now, how often do you guys have? I guess do you have tournaments, or do you have standard games that you guys play against other people within the ECNL?
So it's a league format. So basically, we have a league. The league this season has been about 17 games during the season. Now, what happens is during the season we start around about let's say September, something like that, okay. And then we break. We kind of go into December, have a break, and then we start back kind of March, April to finish off the season. And then at the end of the season, in like May, there's playoffs. If you're lucky enough to have a team that's good enough to get to the playoffs, which is basically playoffs is within the league that I have, it's top 9. It could be top nine teams, top 5 teams in that league. It gets to playoffs, and then you go and play. You have like a national playoffs, and then upon like that, you play 3 or 4 games. Win those games or top of your group, then you'll go to the finals, and the finals are in July. So we're into that kind of situation where we're with the teams that I've got. One of the teams I've got, they're in playoffs, so we go there mid-June, and we'll have a week there. Then hopefully we'll get through that. After that, we've got like 4 days where we get to the finals, and we kind of mix it with the big boys and see what we can do.
Okay. So look, I'll be very interested to see one of those matches there, if possible.
Yeah, well, listen, I'll send you some details of the final. I'll send you clips and the link to watch it. So it'd be really tough games, because this is it's national. It's not just our area. It's not just Houston area or Texas area. It's kind of nationwide. So it'd be great to see what these clubs are about, and to pit our wits against them, and to see how we fare. It's a game for everybody. So it's going to be different types of players, different levels of play. But hopefully we can match it and surpass it.
All right, excellent. Now you've been a player. Now you're a coach. How different is the talent level from what you've noticed from Europe to America?
Yeah, well, there's a few different things that you need to consider, really. I mean, you talk about most American players, American sports people want to be doing American football, basketball, baseball, that kind of thing.
Right.
So a European sports person has the same attitude as Americans wanting to be those top 3 sports, but for soccer.
Gotcha.
So that's it, and there isn't really an equivalent. Like in America, you've got the top 3. And let's say they're all on the same keel.
Right.
In Europe, it's soccer.
It's soccer. That's it. That's the number one.
then that's it. And then you've got cricket, you've got
cricket,
rugby,
right?
you've got these other different sports, but
Okay.
it's soccer. Soccer's the main thing.
Right.
And so a lot of sports people, they're into soccer and they play everywhere, and and they think about it, they dream about it, they live it. So, and then the fans are voracious fans who they're into their sport and their teams, and so it's a different kind of mentality, and they live and breathe it, and it's the number one. It's not, it's the number one sport, and they love it, and they want it, and everybody, even the worst players, with respect, they want to be that Pele.
They want to be a part of.
They want to be that Pele. They want,
yeah.
And if they can't be Pele, they want to be part of it. They want to, and so the motivation and the energy that they put towards it is massive, and it's something. It really is.
Good. Talk about the American colleges. Have they approached you guys to say, hey, we would like to see who you can recommend as the next recruits who have been a part of the RISE program?
Yeah, realistically, as I said before, I think realistically our players are going to go to college, not be professionals at soccer. So obviously, we do cater for that, and we make sure that we have our college recruitment guy at the club who's got connection with different colleges. We also go to the ECNL also has showcases where we go on a particular weekend, let's say, during any part of the season, and we've got opportunities to go to showcases, soccer showcases, which means you play games. They're not the games aren't league format. They don't mean anything as regards you win this or you win that. It's just games so that college coaches can see the players.
Oh, okay. More is it kind of like
an ID camp.
AAU basketball. They get to see the talent, meet the talent,
exactly.
And have an idea who, at what level they are, and then they can be able to
and so we might
determine if they want to recruit the talent.
Yes, exactly. So it's a recruitment thing. So you might go to Vegas, or we might go to North Carolina, different venues, through the states. They will go, and then the college coach will all congregate there, and they'll just pick the games that they want to go to. They might already know these guys. They might already know the players they want to see. And it's up to the players and the families to communicate with the colleges, to say, look, Kyle, college coach Kyle, I'm going to Las Vegas, venues this, my games are this time, we play whatever the team we play, please come and see me because I like your college, because, and then it's up to you to kind of what your itinerary, so you come and see me as a player, so on and so forth. And that's kind of how it works.
Okay, understood. Coach Barrett, talk to me about, a lot of people in HBCU, we, especially here in the Houston area, we have Texas Southern, we have Prairie View. Those are two major HBCU schools here, and they have pretty good soccer teams there, especially the ladies soccer teams. Do you also coach co-ed as well with the RISE program?
No, it's basically it's club soccer, so it's as I say, from young ages up to ages 18, really. So it's just before that college age. And say our main thing is to obviously develop the kids.
Well, I guess, do you coach female as well as male? That's the question. Okay.
Yes, all service club. We serve girls and boys. I say different levels, so it's for everybody, and the sport is for everybody. So we try and make it so, and now we have a girls program, as well as a boys program, and the girls do really, really well, and they also have a same path as regards they have showcases that they go to, so that they can get themselves into college and develop themselves educationally as well.
Okay. Have you been able to get some of the kids into the RISE program who have been in, let's say, underrepresented neighborhoods, like in Third Ward, Houston, Fifth Ward, Houston, Fourth Ward, Houston, Sunnyside, that may have been interested, have the talent to be able to be there? Have you been able to get them into the program, or have they shown interest in the program?
Yeah, what I will say is I'm not overly familiar. I know the areas you're talking about, but I'm not overly
Yeah,
familiar with those areas. And I'm not really, I'm not the stato guy who knows
no problem.
exactly
No
where
problem.
people have come from. However,
Okay, no
we
problem.
do have, it's a multicultural game, and we have multicultural players in the system, and we do provide scholarships for certain kids, and we do help them financially in different areas because we want them to play the game,
Right.
and so we do cater for what you're talking about. But do we go into specific areas? Not necessarily, because we but basically, like I suppose, like showcases, we offer a service, and we say, right, people, if you want the service, just give us a knock, and we'll work with you. And
Gotcha.
as opposed to us going out in the Third Ward or Fifth Ward, or going to these so sunny side, as opposed to us going out there, we ask people to come to us, and then we'll help them along the way as regards that.
Okay, excellent. Well, Coach, what's next for your program as well as ECNL?
It's more of the same. I mean, so it's I think for us for Rise Soccer Club itself, we've done really, really well over the last few seasons. We've developed and grown, and we want to get more teams into the playoffs. We want to have a bigger club. We want more players to come to us,
Okay.
and as you say, going into these areas and looking at this untapped talent. If they're ready to come and play, it'd be really, really good, And I think that's an area where we could certainly improve in. And I think that's it. It's got making the ECNL bigger, helping to make the ECNL bigger, have more players and go to college, more players go into the pro system, as well as the club doing well. So I think that's what we really want.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, man. Over the past probably 3 or 4 seasons, I think Apple TV had Ted Lasso as one of the great new programs out there, and they did a great job with the whole storyline, right? Based upon what you saw, and you can speak to, you were there and played the game. Is this based upon a lot of factual things that happened, or was it just purely entertainment?
I thought Ted Lasso was really good. Why I thought it was, and I'm not going to say things specifically happened like that.
Uh-huh.
However, what I found was what I thought was brilliant about this show was that they tackled serious subjects in a light-hearted way,
Right.
but still made it serious, and it was really emotive, and really it got to you. But how the writers did it, I don't know how they did, but I thought it was brilliant how they did it. And there was a lot of serious issues, but they tackled it in a light-hearted way. But those things happen,
Yeah.
and those things they're in society. So if they're in society, they're into professional sports.
Yeah. Yeah. And
People
especially like when they tackled the mental health issues that went on from the coach side as well. He was tackling some issues, and some of the players were tackling some societal issues, right?
Yes.
That have been really hitting us in America as well as in Europe. So those are great things. But did you see a rise in the interest from people as well when you got to be a part of the Rise program?
Because of Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
A I won't say it was a rising interest. I suppose
well, did you get some new interest, some new demographics coming to?
Of course you will. And people talk about Ted Lasso. That's what they talk about. And it was an interesting, light-hearted way of looking at the game. Listen, anything that gets soccer, in people's mouths and people talking about it and questioning this and questioning it, that's a good thing. Obviously, it's a good thing.
Yeah,
and I suppose people talk about publicity. No such thing as bad publicity.
There you go.
Kind of. Right. So if people are talking about soccer because of Ted Lasso, brilliant. That's what we want everybody to talk about. Ted Lasso. Then, you know what I mean?
Got you, Coach. I guess the last question I would have, based upon what you see from the U.S. teams and the European teams, and we have FIFA that's going to come to Houston as well. I think is it this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, league clubs. Yeah.
How great is that for a city like Houston to be able to showcase a national, international sport, but having to host international fans?
It's amazing, and I think any country wants to grow a sport would like international people and teams of that sport to come to their country, and this is what's happening. And you got the World Club Championship coming here, as well as the FIFA World Cup coming here. Mm-hmm. So you've got a lot of events coming in the next 2 years, and it's going to be pure soccer, which is brilliant. And of course that will hopefully lead to more people playing the sport. And I think, but people, I've heard when I first came here, people talking about people were. Sports people were concerned about head injuries with American football, and so that they were leaning more towards different sports. And one of those sports was soccer,
right? Which
is great, and then you feel for American football. But I think that if people are leaning towards soccer and enjoy the game, and I think it's a more of a healthier sport as regards getting knocks on the head and so on and so forth. And great for soccer, And I think it's anything that leads towards more people playing the game is absolutely brilliant. And it's, as I say, it's for everybody, for all different types of cultures and creeds and boys and girls as well.
Gotcha. All right, let's see if you tell us a little bit about your days as a player. How many goals did you score there?
Well, I was a defender, so as a defender you don't score.
You're the guy who is on that line to make sure to stop them, or
stop the goals.
Okay, all right.
I actually don't remember, so I don't. But I don't remember any goals. Yeah, wow. I don't remember that. I can't. It's just.
Deion Sanders, American cornerback, who I can't remember a bad play.
I just don't remember goals being scored against me. Anyway, so but 16 seasons and league goals I've scored. I've scored, but in comparison, Messi and Ronaldo, 100 goals and all that kind of, and hundreds of goals. So yeah, it doesn't really compare, but there you go.
Question: who, in your opinion, is the best youth game?
Who I've seen?
Yeah, who you can.
Yeah, what I've seen and remember what I thought, because I've not seen him live, was Diego Maradona.
All right. He was tough, man.
Oh my! I just thought And why was that? The knocks he used to take him, and he just kept jumping up and playing and skipping. I thought he was an unbelievable soccer player, and yes, who I've seen live, but on Diego Maradona.
Have you ever been starstruck? And who could that have?
I mean, listen, through the game, I've met lots. Been blessed to do that, and being around people who are I'm just blessed to be able to do that. And one of the respected a lot as a manager and his teams was Sir Alex. I was very I was able to meet him for a lot because I knew his son as well, and so we he used to have as a golf days, and we used to go to the golf days and do that. So I was around Sir Alex Ferguson in the 90s, just absolutely bossed everything. He trained and coached and played against his teams as well. One time I beat him. Sorry, the team I played for beat him, which was in the it was the League Cup. I was playing for Aston Villa at the time, and we beat Man United 3-1 in that League Cup. So it was only one time. Usually they'd beat us like 4-2 and 2-0, 3-0 and everything. But that one time we were able to do really well in that. So I was really happy about that.
Okay. All right, Coach. I'm going to let you off the hook on that. All right. So tell everybody how they can be able to find you on the World Wide Web.
Yeah, I'll say, risesc.com. Go on there. You'll find all the information you need for Rise Soccer Club. And we'd certainly love to see you there. As I say, it's a full service club. So it's for all levels. It's for boys, girls, all ages. So full service club. So if you want to play the game at whatever level you are, we'll help you. We'll develop you. We'll progress you because we've got a great program. A great curriculum to help you get where you need to get to.
Excellent. All right. That's Coach Earl Barrett of the Rise Soccer Club. And guys, go and check those guys out. Learn about the sport. It's a great way, like Coach said, to be able to get an education. A lot of scholarships, opportunities are out there if you have the talent to be able to play. I know personally a lot of people have earned their scholarships, played through 4 years, gone on and have developed great careers outside of the sport, but still have a love and passion for it. Coach, I appreciate your time and thank you so much for everything and continue doing what you're doing.
Cal, it's great speaking to you. Thank you.
Thank you. That's Coach Earl Barrett. I'm Kyle T. Mosley of Sports Illustrated's HBCU Legends. You guys check us out at hbclegends.net, and it will take you directly to all of our articles, as well as go to our YouTube channel, which is growing by leaps and bounds. We just hit over 500,000 views for the channel over the year. Guys, congratulations, and thank you for subscribing and supporting the channel there. I'm Kyle T. Mosley. As I said, once again, you guys have a great day and always be tenacious. Take care.